Power to the peoples. We back at new maintenance. Yeah. We gonna rock like Hamp Doom and the Doomites that came in. What up? Salute. No compromise. We New Yorkers. Win, lose, or draw, we still play. At the end of the day, we New York. Hmm? We New York at the end of the day. That game was what it was. 4-point wasn't no blowout. So next game, we'll see. Welcome to the show, man. I'm your host, Hamp Doom, the supervillain. We chilling. We outside at 12 minutes and 35 seconds. If you made it, you made it. Yeah, no doubt, like Sabi. It's New York. Don't worry about it. We saw what happened in front of our eyes. It lets you know that they could do it right in front of your face. They could cheat you right in front of your face. And if you say, yo, you cheating, you cheating. We ain't cheating. You ain't see that. You ain't see that. So I was telling my peoples, we got to take it back to the Xavier McDaniels, to Charles Oak, the Anthony Masons, AIP. We got to take it back to the physicality now. If that's how y'all want to play, we know how to do that too. We were just trying to play a basketball game. And you see, we ain't complain. Our coach did, but we ain't complain. New York, 19 people got arrested last night. It was a total chaos in Bryant Park. Then you should have let the Knicks win. You should have let them win, and it could have just been people running around buying beers all day, crashing the bars. They was breaking the bus stop posts. They was pulling out sockets. They was pulling out glass from when they ain't break the glass. They was pulling it out. I don't know how they did it. They pulled the manhole covers from the sewers. I don't know how they did it. Then they should have just let them win, and the city could have been all right today. I blame Fat Joe. I blame Spike Lee. Spike Lee, you ain't give us no energy on the morning show. I knew it was a problem when you wasn't happy. You was happy to throw on a Walt Clyde Frazier hat because he got some clothing line mixed in cahoots with the Knicks. You was happy with that. You was laying on the lady desk. You wasn't professional. You started to exaggerate how long you've been down, and you just wasn't excited. Just let it know. Stephen A., you tried. Let me give you your props. You did tell us to come out and not worry about nothing and stick it to him. You did tell us. So Stephen A., you gotta pass. Okay? You gotta pass. Everybody else was just, I blame Mayor Madani too. I don't blame Donald Trump. I don't blame Donald Trump at all. I blame Mayor Madani and Fat Joe, Spike Lee. Okay? I blame them dudes. I blame them. And who else I gotta blame? Cardi B. I gotta blame. I said a halftime show. I said that. They took my word. Remember I said they should have a halftime show? You said no, and they did it. They brought Cardi B and the halftime hoes. I told what's his name that. He said nah. I said yo, they gonna do that. And sure enough, they brought a halftime show to the Garden. First time ever. A halftime show like the Super Bowl. All they was missing was the commercials. I told y'all that. I told y'all that a few lives back before they got to the Garden. I said, yo, they're going to have a halftime show. You didn't believe me. I waited for that brother to come in the show, McDoom. I remember talking to you about it. You don't remember? You said, nah, they're not gonna do it. And sure enough did. And those hoes, Cardi B made them niggas dicks hard, B. They couldn't play basketball after that. All the ass out there running around like that, they couldn't play basketball no more. Knowing that some bitches be waiting after the game and all that, looking up. Come on, B. Cardi B already picked like what players she get ready to lay down with. Oh man, this shit was amazing. You saw how Charles Barkley was acting. He couldn't believe it. The toes, the titties, the ass, everything was beautifully out last night. Mm, 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 mm. Michael Jordan lost 2 games and came back and won 4 games. All the bowl games was always 4-2. We was just trying to do history. You know what I mean? But we can still get 4-1. They just win 1 game and we win 2 more. You know what I'm saying? So Michael Jordan went game 6. Michael Jordan got all his rings in game 6. Yup. He got all his masterful rings in game 6. Same goes for a few other teams that won. Mm-hmm. Yep. So it's not a problem. We was just chasing history, which we already got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that lets you know I was real into it last night, right, Smick? Yeah, I was out of it. Now you see I'm up. I had to fluke it a little bit, get some of that exotic rest. Here to talk about, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Nice and light, comfortable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Michael Jordan went 4-2. Yeah. Lakers went 4-2. A couple of teams went 4 games and lost 2 games in the finals. That ain't bad. We were just looking to recapture another history. That was it. That was it. There wasn't nothing really too strenuous. You know what I mean? The team decided to say, yo, let's, because the city could have really it erupted a little bit, but it could have went over if they would have pulled it out and seemed to, they let you know 4 points ain't nothing. We just missed something with a few calls. You act like the Knicks got blown out. It's only 4 points. A loss is a loss, but it was only 4 points. Like the 1 point that we beat them. That's heartbreaking. 4 points is like, that's how much they beat us by. Wait till we come back. They didn't come back and say we gonna beat them by 15 because they beat us by 1. Now they came back and just barely won by 4 points. So, and the referees showed that was what they helped came from, was the referees. You know what I'm saying? A lot of situations was happening on the court that the referees didn't really point out anything. 4 points could have been anyone's game. That's a fact. But the Knicks was down 10, 15. They came back to lose by 4, but didn't really lose by 4. They really won by 4. If you look at it, if the refs would have gave a couple of flagrants, gave a couple of intentional fouls, the Knicks would have won that game by 4, which they did. So they just reversed it. So it was perfect for me last night. I watched it all. I wasn't mad at them. You know what I'm saying? Nope, I blame Fat Joe. I blame Spike Lee. And I blame Maya Madani. And I blame Cardi B and the halftime hoes. And I told you they was going to have a halftime show. It was straight strategic laws. Yeah, I told you it was a halftime show. You said, nah, it ain't going to be a halftime show. I said, yup. Look, it's a halftime show. They brought Cardi B with them toes out there. They brought Cardi B with them hoes out there. They brought Cardi B and all the rest of them niggas that knew they was going to get some motherfucking love after the game out there. I already knew what time it was. I told you. It was seats is $1 million. Madison Square Garden was the richest stadium of all stadiums, breaking records last night. Oh, I ain't never said anything. I said what I said. The Knicks ain't complain. Mike Brown told the people they got to look at that. That's it. Like, you see it clear that the Knicks was playing basketball. And nobody, they grabbed, what's his name, Jersey. They pushed Robinson into a 3-point, 4-point play for fucking Zombie. You understand what I'm saying? Not Wimby, Zombie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a fucking zombie. You know, he's a zombie. So that was letting you know right there. The Jalen Brunson almost broke his back on the floor, son. Then he pushed him and mushed him right in front of the 3-point line. You crazy? You ain't see all that? You ain't see all that, man. Come on, stop acting like you ain't see all that, man. Come on, stop acting like, yeah, I know what happened. You had a couple of popcorn sandwiches and shit. You fell asleep with popcorn on your shirt. And then you woke up and jumped up and say, oh, yeah, they won. And the popcorn spilled all over the place and shit. I was Captain Swollen Eyes last night. I watched every last bit and pointed out that the Knicks won that game. They won that game by 4 points. It just was reversed. We had a few points, and Jalen Brunson was making all his free throws. The Knicks was making all his free throws. Come on, Jalen still scraped up a 30. Jalen Brunson still scraped up a 30. OG Anunoby pulled off a 28. Huh? Huh? We ain't worried. Plus, Michael Jordan lost 2 games and won 4. 4-2. We can say that for the Knicks. We were just looking for a different history. That's all it was. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what that was. Mm-hmm. That's what that was. You know what I mean? That's what that was. He was, he was, they was doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Word. Now they saying he's the villain of New York. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it. They got Wimbyamba, the zombie yambi. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, yo, he's the villain. He ain't do nothing, man. He ain't do nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do nothing but sit back and ran off to the runoff. You heard? That's what he did. We still won that game, baby. I ain't complaining about that. Mm-hmm. Polly Pockets, what's going on? Mm-hmm. Anytime you're ready to battle, son. Anytime you're ready. Anytime you're ready. Let me know when you're ready, man. Yeah. Because over here we just drop how we drop it. Stay how we drop it. You know what I mean? We in the trenches, man. Mm-hmm. We in the trenches. Yeah, what up? We in the trenches. What's the science? I got. Mm-hmm. What's the science? We're not worrying about no more like buttons. Fuck the like button. They can have that shit. You know what I'm saying? Polly Pockets. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? Yeah, I caught him. You know what I'm saying? He caught an 86 too. He's a bitch. He caught an 86 too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a sucker. Mm-hmm. Tell you the truth, I told you, man, it builds up the chat board. I really don't care, man. It don't bother me, man. I'm here for the work, man. I told you, I'm here for the work. You know what I'm saying? I just try to get people to play. You see how they play, but it don't bother me, McDoom. It don't, son. You came here before. You see how we seen it. It don't bother me. Nah. Let them say what they want to say. Build up the chat wall. Build up the views. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Build up the views, man. I don't care about it. It's free speech. Technically. That don't got nothing to do with me. No. He want to say what he want to say. Let him say. You gotta remember, we both got pages and getting well on your way. But we monetize, brother. That don't bother us. Gotta let people know what we got going on. That's what it takes to get all this work. Cool. Cool. I told you this is summer school, man. They can do what they want. I'm just sitting back collecting a check. You don't gotta worry about them. Talk dirty. Mm-hmm. You gotta remember, I designed this program. I seen all that before. When I wrote it, I knew that they was on their way. First, it was why you wearing it, why you not wearing it. So we went through all that stages of life with these crazy folks out here. And we already know that some of these peoples are not close by in New York City. They are not. So that's why I laugh at them. But they not from New York City talking like this. They not. You have to remember that. You have to remember that they not from New York City. Because if they were talking like that, the nigga had said where they from. It's a pop-up. Seen that happen before. So I look at these peoples today. I see Kansas. I see Baltimore. I see shit like that out here. Not really a couple of New Yorkers. You see it when they tell you where they shout it out. Yo, Ohio. They tell us where they from. Right or wrong. I tell them I'm from Queens, New York City. What they say? They say, okay, well, I'm glad I ain't out there. He'll say that. He'll say that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So don't worry about it. Just talk dirty. It don't bother me, man. Mm-hmm. Because they soft. Yeah. But see, I ain't going back and forth. That's what you want me to do. I ain't doing that. I'm just letting them talk. It's all good for me. You don't give it to them because you talking to them. I don't talk. I'm talking to y'all, us, the green coats, the Doom Sector, the Doom Squad. They the chat wolves. Thought you remember that. You know what I'm saying? I don't pay none of them niggas no mind, no troll. I love it. I was built for this, man. When they made it, they had Hamp Doom in mind. But I don't worry about them. I worry about the green coats. But I get what you're saying, though. But now you understand what we saying about the money. He was giving out the analytical state on how the chat wars build up. I gave that analytical out a few months back. That it went over 1,000. Back in the days, it used to go over $2,000. That's because, he was allowing everything and then anything. So now we got it. Let them live. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? They soft, man. You know what I'm saying? They soft. And mind you, they looking for moderators to lock them off. They looking like one nigga just did that sucker shit on the law until we got him back. You know what I'm saying? So we already know that they used to moderators knocking they shit out the window. Over here, be cool. You can be down with whoever you want to be down with. I don't give a fuck about that. Yeah, I know, son. I know. Yeah, I know, Cap. You know what I mean? But I just look at it. I just look at it. What we're talking about is what my brother writing right now. He's explaining that, he don't like that shit. But mind you, man, we are the doom sector. We live for it. Yeah, we got him. I worry about the program within the hour so I can pass the criteria, brother. That's number one. In case you don't know, you've been noticing. You've been in the classroom a while. I hold the criteria for an hour, and then I get them. I thought you knew that. I thought you knew that after every hour, they mine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because number one, number two, they soft. And number three, number four, and number five, all the way up to the 10, you got to realize YouTube write me and say who they are, who's trying to flag and tag. So that's a fact. I see that a lot on a bunch of niggas' pages acting a fool, trying to take us down, knowing they can't do it. Then you got the receipts right here. See, we did a lot of experiment with these folks. It turns out to be half and half, you know what I'm saying? So me, I just let it run, check it out. Most jobs on people pages can't get the number we getting right now that we getting. A lot of niggas can't crack 500. We going over that. You know what I'm saying? So we grateful for right now. It's summer school. It's still sports. Football season to be in soon. That's when people will be in the house. Shit'll be real. Virgo season. You know what I mean? We still got the love out there. Don't worry about it, Cap. You got to embrace it so you can grow, man. So when they see you getting money, this is how they talk. They see I got green coats. They know what that means. They know we getting money over here. So when you get that money, they say to themselves, yo, that's discouraging. Nothing discourage Hamp doing. Nothing. There's no compromising here, man. I don't care what they say. You know why? Because they soft, man. Now that's funny. That's funny. Out of everything you said, you get a Wakanda hug for that. Horace Grant looking at that's funny. You get a good one on now. Everything else you said was your mother's ass. You heard? Everything that you said was your mother's ass. It smell good. It don't even smell good. It's just your mama's ass. But when I'm there, it smell good. You a bitch. But that was a good one though. Mm-hmm. Big man. Mm-hmm. Yo, McDoom, it don't bother me, man. I got a program to run. You heard? The program is to talk dirty. Like my man who just wrote that shit up there on the board. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's just funny. It makes sense though. Horace Grant. It makes sense. I can see a little bit of what he trying to say. I like that. He's talking dirty. Everything else he was saying was corny. Like his mother's ass. His wife's ass. But that one there, that was like his girl's ass. That was cool. I had his girl's ass. High up. You know what I'm saying? 7 Up type shit. You feel me? Yeah, we talk dirty. We just looking. We just examining. What's his name said he had a live coming out trying to debate and fight the Doom Fiend Eyes. Okay? Then you got this bum. He gonna sit outside all night. Right? Yeah, we know you was gonna say that too. We know you was gonna say the Spurs in 6, but the Spurs ain't going nowhere except what they going. Back to the Garden to lose. You know what I'm saying? This is not that type of style, man. We gonna rock over them, man. Yeah. Y'all saw the game yesterday. It was the officials acting like they ain't see a lot of situations, and everybody saw it. Everybody saw how the officials was playing that game. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was out there looking, playing basketball. They was playing dirty. But we got physicality. We got physicality. You know, we were just playing prestigious basketball. Because when we did it, and when we was doing it, it was a problem. Now we was too rough on them. They had to change rules because of the Knicks. Back. That's why you got rules today because of the Knicks. So, you know, we ain't worried. Mm-hmm. We ain't worried. We got that work. I put in 3-4 yesterday. 45-47 jinxed the game. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he did it. I blame Mayor Madani. I blame Fat Joe. I blame Spike Lee. And I blame Cardi B in the halftime hoes. That's what I blame. That's who I blame. Donald Trump ain't did nothing to nothing. As far as I'm concerned, I think he was trying to get them to win. I think he put his bid in. I think he was telling them they have to win. He letting you know he gonna buy the Knicks right up and tell Dolan, look, I gotta buy this because I ain't like what I seen last night. And I'm the president of the United States anyway. They lose by 4. Or when the president speak on the referees nationally, it's gonna be looked into, guaranteed. Only thing Trump got to do is say, I was there, it looked terrible, the referee. Watch Trump, if he didn't already, he might say something. Game 4, Wednesday, might be a different score. Mr. Trump, Mr. President, you was at the game. How did you feel about the game last night? He gonna tell you. He gonna say it was a terrible official. He gonna put his hands up. It was a terrible official. I watched them. I even stood up. I bought 5 hot dogs for $5,000. I paid the most seat. They got to look into it, or I'm gonna send an investigation team of NBA investigation team. I'm putting a probe. Once he yell out, he put a probe on Adam Silverman. NBA gonna act right. NBA gonna act right. I already saw it. Like I just told him, it was gonna be a halftime show. You ain't believe me. Halftime show. Once Trump say he felt the officials wasn't fair, there was a lot of push on Captain Clutch. He gonna say it. It was very disgusting. I didn't like the Knicks played very well. They showed class. I didn't like the dirty. He gonna tell you the Spurs may be done after Donald Trump press conference. If he ain't do it already, you can Google right now. He might be doing it right now. They might be asking him right now, how do you feel about last night's game? Anybody can say anything. The sports channels, they can say anything. It was a sacrificial lamb. That's a fact too, psychologically. But technically, it should have been what it should have been. Like, okay, how much of Bruce do we take, man? You see, okay, we taking the Bruce, but get us to the line. You mean to tell me that San Antonio Spurs shot 24 more free throws than the Knicks shot 8? Come on now. Come on now. Mm-hmm. Come on now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt. That was just different because he didn't have who he had, man. That was giving him. I forgot what team Bernard King had. It was a good team. He was a good scorer, man. You know what I'm saying? It was like the Mummy 4. I like that. I'd like that. I'm gonna have to run that play back. That one there is good. It was like the Mummy 4. Yeah. Something was different. But all in all, though, nobody got hurt. That's the great. The great news was nobody got hurt. Nobody. Nobody got injured. Nobody came out bleeding, which should have been. Now, next game, somebody ribs got to hurt. Next game, somebody ankle got to get twisted. Not on the Knicks, but on Spurs. Somebody got to get an elbow to the face. Now, this one here was, I went up just for the rebound. He got caught with the elbow. I came down just coming down. He was just there. Somebody got to get hit in the face. One of those light-skinned players got to get a black and blue. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One of those players' hair got to be pulled out. One lock fall on the floor. One lock. It's about 3-4 of them niggas on the thing with dreadlocks, right? We need one of them to fall out. Like the hair got pulled out, and it was just in the way. I didn't mean to grab his hair. His hair was just in the way. See, the NBA got to get a rule on that, man. They got to cut that hair, man. The NBA got to tell them niggas to cut that hair, man. That hair is too much. Too much. Smacking niggas all in the face and shit with that hair. Smell like whatever conditioner you use. I don't want to smell that shit. I don't want to smell that. But we need to see a hair on the court, a lock. Okay. Remember back in the days, niggas shoot sneakers be down the other end of the court because you got a sneaker taken out. They stepped through the back of his sneaker, some old school shit. By the time he fixed the sneaker, the team scored. They had to call a timeout, waste a timeout for the nigga to fix his shoe. And they don't feel the same after they come off too, right? They don't feel the same. Nah. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yup. Mm-hmm. Tracy Morgan already said he's going to be ready to give them Spurs a flavor too. You heard? Yeah, that was a super cool fact. That was funny. You know, that was funny. But I was looking for, you know, strong. I was looking for get off the don't you jump. I was looking like that. Like don't you like Dennis Rodman shit. You know that basketball is mine. Don't you touch that basketball. You know what I'm saying? Don't you run up to him with a 3-point line, hand up, and yell out, "You soft." I won't say nothing else. I just run up to him, put my hands up. You soft, man. I dare. As soon as he try to flop it up, he nervous now. We need to go to one of the Knicks. To Knicks need, you know what Knicks? One of the Knicks players got to go right up to Wembyamba, stand next to him, and wipe their sweat on his jersey. Pull his jersey and go like this and wipe their sweat right on him. Every Knicks player should go walk right up to him and just wipe their sweat right on their jersey. I want to see if that's a foul. Grab his jersey and wipe your face with it. Facts. Facts. Or go up to him and unloosen his sneaker. Make him bend down and tie it all over again. That's dirty. Mike Brown got to tell him to do that type of shit. Like when they come to the locker room, turn the heat on. When they come to the locker room like the Boston Celtics used to do, they used to make it cold in the summer. No, they used to make it cold in the winter and hot in the summer. Magic Johnson used to say the Boston Garden was the worstest place to be when you got to go play them niggas. They'll do all sorts of mind tricks to you. The lights will be flickering. They'll fix it later. But the shower have leaks. There's no hot water. It's lukewarm water. The bread is a day old. The food is just hours old. Not dead, like a couple of hours old. Oh, the Knicks is coming. Lakers coming. Okay, let's cook their food at 10 o'clock. So it can be just there. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Knicks got to do. Yeah, Red Auerbach was playing a lot of mind games. Blowing cigars, smoking the vents, getting them tired. The hotels was Boston fans running all down the hallway and shit, wiggling, blowing fucking, you know what they was doing, horns and whatnot. Man was the only coach to walk on the floor with a cigar and smoke around the players, the coach. Red Auerbach was you think about that shit. Red Auerbach, why he ain't getting no award, man? Or shit like that. He was cool, man. He was cool. He was the only nigga. He came to the game. He was drunk. Red Auerbach came to the game. He was drunk. He was smoking cigars. Back then, the arenas was different. Popcorn and smoke, man. And hot dog smell from the vendors. I don't know if he want to rhyme or not, man. He trying to get me to do something, man. But he out there yelling out, hey, yo, I got Doom. And all my team is yelling out, you got Doom to do what? You know what I'm saying? You got Doom to do what? Soon as I got the call for this, I wanted to wild out. But instead, I reached in my pocket and pulled my loud out, sparked it, blew a cloud out. I even took a walk in his new chain, new fame to get the style out. Then I get a call on that phone from the devil that don't dial out. He speaks in a Samaritan language and let a howl out. Translation, this pitchfork was a seesaw. Needles over the fire, heats up raw. Money I seen more. Blue bank votes with C4. M80 mixed with concrete and cement floors. you'll blow up. That's different if you listen, but hold up. I'll move the pile different. You would just let it build up. Cool. You come to take that build up. We really the Bob the Builders. Bet on black. We'll be right there. Who could kill us? No one. We could kill us. But that's just a little something for the school bus. The short bus. The school bus was something different when I got that last touch. Ask Penny. Ask Jenny. You was in the back rolling up papers and spitting them in the hold up, hold up, hold up. You a hoe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You a hoe. If he came with a different flow, you probably wouldn't even know. So just lay low. Just lay low. I'm Hamp Doom. I'm really that person on the show that do that thing for real. I mean, I really do this, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll get you caged in. Melanie Box. That's your name, Melanie? His name is Melanie. I'll get you caged in. Rocked and boxed in. And caged in. Put all sorts of seasoning. Now that's Cajun. Then after all that work, I'll put AIDS, blades, raccoon piss in the water that your grandmother bathed in. You. Psh, it'll be a different suit for the preacher to yell out, amen. You just talking, just let me work, man. Please let me work. I'm trying to skit. I said this pitchfork was seesaw. It was a seesaw. Mm-hmm. Needles over the fire that heats raw. Money I seen more. Blow bank votes with C4. Mix C4. M80 mixed with concrete and cement floors. For real. I was put to kill. This power drill was an oil spill, slippery slope hills. You'll lose 5 century fill. I mastered a skill with a visually eye appeal. Come on, son. Pick up the soapbox, man. The oracle. That's without the beat. We ain't even put the beat on. We ain't even the hour in the show. I'm waiting for it to get loud in here, man. You was talking real loud before. Where you at now? Can he rap? I'm not a rapper, man. I'm a hustler that just know how to rap. You heard? I don't do nothing. I just sit back, blow sage, talk to the peoples out there in the world, man. No doubt McDoom taught us that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what you wanted. You said you could do it. You was yelling out, yo, I'm down with Core Mega. That don't mean nothing. But big up the Core Mega, though. We ain't got no problem with Core Mega. Core Mega nice. Core Mega nice. Nature nice, too. The old firm, all them dudes are still nice. You know what I'm saying? All them dudes are still nice. Feel me? I bump into some of them all the time. I'm right out here near Woodhall. You know what I'm saying? Down the block. Hollis. I see Large Professor. I see Onyx, Fredro. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta look. And I walk my man out here, so I see him all the time by the store. Now all I say is peace and love. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if I ran down on Fredro, you know what I'm saying? With the mask. If I ran down on Large Professor with the mask, the first thing that they'd think about is MF Doom. You see how fast that work? And they be like, yo, what's up with that? That'll be the first thing that come in their mind. What you doing with it? Yeah, I'm just doing the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm Hamp Doom, the supervillain on YouTube. I'm not a rapper. You know, I'm just hustling. Like, you know what I mean? Rapping. So that's a presentation. I see Ralph McDaniels, Video Music Box. I see these guys all the time pulling in the car lot right here. I see him. I say what up to him. It ain't no, I got my, you know what I mean? It ain't no, yo, let me get a video. That's Ralph. Nah. But if I pop out, Ralph McDaniels, Large Professor, DMC, a couple of hip hop rappers like Dark Child, Cadillac Ty. Um, One time I saw Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying? AIP Irv Gotti. They all be back there. It be real heavy. You can smell it. You can hear the music. And the stores be different. You know what I mean? It don't be nothing but juice and waters. But the other store next across the street holds all the beers and shit. So it's Heineken's, Modelo's, Coronas, um, um, Guinness Stout, Budweiser's, Bud Lights, Coors. Um, what else I see out there? I do the recycles, so I see it. So when you like, yo, they just be chilling. Doom done detail all their whips when they pull up to the block. Tell them Doom. I mean, there's a couple of body shops down there. You know what I'm saying? It's a mechanic shop down there. You know, I tell them about the hydraulics. And I tell them about the, the ideal, the catalytics, put it all together for them. Because the West Indian kids out here, the Trinidadians, the Guyanese, um, just the Caribbean kids out here. They got their cars out here with that ruffling backfire gunshot noise. And I'm telling my team now, we take that out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about nothing. You can drive your vehicle with tents and all that. Won't get pulled over. As soon as you pull off and make that sound, they one thing about the machine that they got out here picking up gun sounds, that the machine got sensitive, right? It tells the precinct it's something to go look at. It's possible that it could be a balloon pop. It's possible that it could be a backfire of a car or a tire, but it's an area to go look at just because the sound sounds similar to a gunshot. So they'll send police to circle the area. And majority of the times, it be those vehicles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but if it's gray, dark, you can get away. But if the car is good, but sometimes they looking into could it be them kids driving it, BMWs and shit. They got the damn fucking Nas on it like they going racing or some shit. But this is a strip. You can fly. You know what I'm saying? You can fly down here. You know what I mean? They give you a stretch to the next light. So now you hear the hour on the show, Impo, everything entertaining, educational, $1 million purposes on. Nah, man, it's come on. This is a commerce area. This is a business traffic area. It's warehouses. There's money floating around here. Checks all day, running in and out of mailboxes. So they have to keep an eye out. And plus, it's food. This the only one store is the only store that sell hot food. So they gotta protect that. You know what I'm saying? The other stores got their little situations in them. They gotta protect that. Salute to the $, Hamp Mafia, Cash App crew. Mm-hmm. So they don't got time to be what if. And plus, it's clubs out here, I told you. You know what I'm saying? Melon King, we see you. I mean, I'm just working right now. I'm working. I'm just trying to get it back. If you part of the doom sector, you let me know. If you still want to talk dirty, let me know. We here. Mm-hmm. Don't give me anything. We work for hours here, man. We work. You talk dirty, we talk dirty back, man. That's how it works over here. But if you put the doom sector and you working against the chat, then talk back. We here for it all, man. We not running. You can talk dirty to the green codes. You can talk dirty to doom. This is what the show is about. Talk dirty, man. Don't run though. Like what you type. Just like what you type. If you said all that shit, like it. You heard? Mm-hmm. Mm. I don't know. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on no Facebook. You know what I'm saying? YouTube. Forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm YouTube. I ain't got time to be dealing with other platforms. No doubt, Juicy, Jordanator. I don't got time for all that. This is where it's at right here. It's be staying right here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to be doing all that. It's too much. I got it right here. I'm comfortable with everything is good. Got the connects. Everybody is working. We hustling. This shit is amazing. I ain't got time to be trying to open up new vin. That shit ain't for me. I ain't collaborating unless it's my team that want to collaborate. It's all about the doom sector, you heard? I ain't got time for nothing else. Anybody that mess with doom, they got everlasting YouTube life. They call me, I'm there. You feel me? I go to everybody's show, shit uplift anyway, because I'm the boss. You know? I just sit back. I just sit back for an hour and 50 until I'm ready to dish out twos and threes the way I used to. For right now, it's summer school. Everybody taking it easy. Mm-hmm. Attention is the new crack. Attendance is the new crack. Attention is the new crack. And the ATMs is the new crack. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't have to have attention. I sit here and I chill with the master teachers, man. The orator and the MC. They birthed me, man. You feel me? So to you, it might look like that, but you gotta work a little harder than that, buddy. You feel me? Because this shit'll be talked about for the next 15, 20 years on how I got finesse YouTube and the mask. I did that. A lot of people doing it, but not like this. Nah. I seen the few shows with a few holes of masks that they had. I don't know what the shit were. I ain't seen no Doom masks. If they are, they not high in the ranks of the algorithm. I don't see them. Unless you tag them later, I see it. But other than that, we don't know. That means they not working hard enough. Mm-hmm. They're not working hard enough. Mm-hmm. His son say he wear rabbit masks that'll make us cry. That's funny. That's funny. Mm-hmm. Mm. Listen, you gotta support the United States of being here, being free, man. Make sure you like what you type and don't run. Yo, I saw the game Hitman. He put that shit on. Anything funnier and not realistic, man, considered to be that's like crazy. You see robbers coming in the store with all sorts of shit, but if you see a rabbit mask, you better pull out your blade or something, man. That's a good line right there. That's a good part. He said he bought it. He said the eyes light up and glowing blue. He made it for 10 for you. You hear it? That's a nice line right there. Mm-hmm. Work. Yeah, we had a buck six. 10, 20. Mm-hmm. What time we got? 121. Mm-hmm. Good work. I was looking for what's his name. He said he had a show. Right? You talking about phenolics. He ain't outside. Hmm? I'm looking for him. All right, call you after the show. That's good to see you, Cat. It's good to see you. I ended and call you right now. I'm glad. I was just waiting for you, being patient. I just got finished telling them the Oracle was back in building, back in San Diego. No doubt, Willie. No doubt. I'm glad to see you, Oracle. All right, we soon the show is we'll tap in. Yeah, everything's been good on this end. I'm right-handed. It looked like it's left because YouTube flipped the screen. But this hand here is my right hand, Polly Pockets. On the ambidextrous on their mama titties. I cross and do the Wakanda hugs shake. You know what I'm saying? I'm left-handed when I'm sitting back doing the washing the hair like Danielle's son, wax on, and wax on, wax on. You know what I'm saying? I'm ambidextrous and left-handed at times when I aim that thing and count that paper. Mm-hmm. I'm ambidextrous when I know how to take that left hand and wiggle his mama's bra, take it right off. That's when I become left-handed. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Playing golf with his mama, his grandmama, yeah, his wife, his girl. Talk dirty. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about. Okay, that was something. About 110. Yeah, about 110. 49 said yes. 51 said no. Mm. Yeah, we're gonna work them. Hold up, let me fix it up. Okay, 110. Yeah.